Story time.
Story time with
It's story time with Mick. Story time with Mick.
Story time with Mick.
Story time with Mick. Story time with Mick. Story time with Mick.
Okay. So, my sister and I.
That was weird. Where did that music come from?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of out of the blue. Every time I snap my fingers, boop, I get that. So my sister was a production designer also, and we worked together on and off over the years. And the look of this film being kind of had that Louisiana swamp feel and stuff. It kind of reminded me of a story. My sister recently, in fact, it was actually, she shot a film in Lake Charles.
Ah, okay.
And literally left that area a week before the big storm.
Wow.
Katrina.
Yeah.
And so while she was there, they were shooting it. I can't remember. I wish I could remember the name of the film. I'm going to insert the name of the film here.
Little Chenier.
Anyway.
Whoa, where'd that voice come from?
Yeah, this mystery.
Who was that?
So, she goes over there to production design, and she's in that. She's getting that kind of swampy feeling, that look with the moss and all the rest of that. And there's a house that she's working on that's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Now, if you work in art department, you spend a lot of time out looking at things and going to like if you're going to be in a swampy area, you're going to spend a lot of time in the swamp, out looking for houses and stuff like that. So she had gone to a location that they were thinking of, and it was this house that was right on the edge of the swamp. And she had a rental car that she wasn't familiar with, and she drove up, she parked the car, and I think that she was literally measuring this place for curtains on the inside. Okay. She then goes back out to her car, and she's in her car. She climbs in the car because she thinks that she left her tape measure on the seat next to her, but that doesn't wind up being the case. She sees it all the way in the back of the car because it was like this little station, or not. It wasn't a station wagon thing. It was just kind of like a little hatchback. And so you have to understand, my sister was a very small person and very lithe so she sees the tape and she crawls between the two seats to reach back and grab the tape, and she can't get it. And she actually gets then in the back seat by climbing between the two seats. Well, it had been raining quite often out there at Lake Charles. And just at that moment, it happens to be that a tree falls down.
Oh, my God.
Falls down over the front of the car and crushes it.
Wow.
So, I'm in L.A.
Like over the hood or over the front, like where the front seat is?
Over the front seat.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
Now, I'm in L.A., and I get a phone call. And she goes, you're not going to believe this. She says, I need you to find the name of the film. She gave me the name of the film, which was
Little Chenier.
And
there was
that voice again, I'm telling you. So she says, yeah. See, I have this problem. I am locked in the back of a car. It completely crushed the front and the tree was there, right? And she was in the back, but it was a brand new rent-a-car, and it had one of those little devices where you safety for your kids in the rear.
Oh.
And locked off of the rear of the car, and she couldn't get anywhere near the front because of the tree in between her and the switch, which had probably been crushed anyway. So she wanted me to look up the name of the production company, and I had to do that. And I did, and sent the emergency vehicles out to get her out of the car.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Yeah, Lake Charles. And the funny thing is, and then literally a week later, it was gone.
Yeah, because of a hurricane.
Because of a hurricane, yeah, it was all finished. And evidently she said that she went out not too long after Katrina, went back to visit, and she said that literally the house that the house was gone that had been there. The lake flooded out, and that was it.
That's something that would happen to me, probably.
Oh yeah, yeah. So she had a way about her. I remember her crew one time. There was an arch that was made out of adobe, like at a mission, and she just had this way of like getting a crew together that if I didn't work with her, she would wind up. She had just the worst tasting people on her crew. In general. I mean, she had a couple people that worked with her quite often that were good, but a lot of she didn't know how to pick a day player for the life of her, or the further downs, right? She had this pair of drivers slash set dressers that had to go to a location, and they drove a truck through an adobe arch. A historical monument.
Right, yeah.
A historical monument, adobe arch in California. And these two drove the truck through the arch and pulled the arch down, yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Well, you know what? I really probably have nothing to say because I went to New Zealand, and there was this thing called a tea tree. There was
tea tree.
A tea tree, which I was told was just like a scrub.
Is that stuff that makes you like that you go into the beauty salon and
No,
it smells?
these were panga trees. They were called panga trees, and they were they had these great. They were just like straight, just one straight stick, and they had a little fluff on top, right? And we did a lot of Hercules decorating with pangas that we had brought to us. Yeah. And I think that we probably massacred, I'm going to say a good couple thousand of these trees. And then we found out later on that they were protected.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah, I did not feel good about that at all, but I was trusting my crew, my New Zealand crew members to yeah. And they all were like, it doesn't matter, it's protected, schmected. They were very funny about their own frickin' island, who am I to say? Who am I to say, right?
No comment.
No.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not involved here.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Just in case there's any authorities out there that are looking for the Panga massacre.
Yeah. Where is he?
The Panga killers.
Where's that guy? Okay. Are we done with this thing?